the time, my father was a fireman. I was the oldest of four, and we really didn't know if we could swing the tuition. At the time, the tuition was $350 plus a $5 registration fee. I remember my father brought me out here to meet with Father Blee, who was the principal at the time. And Father Blee agreed to give me a $100 a year work scholarship to work in the cafeteria, clean tables after the lunch period. So I did that for 4 years and thought nothing of it. It was just a way to be able to come to school here.
My name is Father McAndrews, and I'm the one who hired John Stewart as Dean of Students. John Stewart had a certain sense about him, and he not only did the right thing, he did the right thing for the right reason. And that made him a man for others.
John has been in a position at Loyola to be able to pass those values from his generation to many generations of students during his tenure at Loyola.
As a classmate of John's, our class views him today the same way that we did when we graduated in 1960. The ultimate Loyola Don. In fact, he was such a Don, he never really left high school. He spent basically 52 years in high school. Most of us went into the real world, got real jobs, and he's still here.
He was the coach who brought Loyola High School into the modern age of lacrosse here at Blakefield. You don't know that because John never tells any stories about himself. I remember I was on the team in 1973, and we were making a run for the championship, and it was one of the last games of the season. And we huddle before the game, and everybody's excited. There's tremendous enthusiasm. And so John got us all together, and we put our hands in, and he said, "Mary, Queen of Loose Balls, pray for us." And we looked at each other, and we said, this guy not only can coach, but he can invent saints.
Being together here reminds me of running over in Paulston up Buck Schoolhouse Road.
I remember those days too, although it was interesting to always have to try to slow down with you, Bill, when we would go up the hill to make sure we didn't leave John too far behind.
We didn't give him time to catch up.
Yeah, well, he was older than the two of us.
Yeah, you look back at a lot of things that he teaches you. It's like how to, act like a man, how to treat another man like a man, how to look somebody in the eyes, stand up straight, how to shake a hand correctly, how to carry yourself. And these are lessons that at the time, it felt like a little overbearing, but these things that you think about that have helped you in the years since you've left, and it's something that I think a lot of us really appreciate.
John, we've been together for 6 years now, and we've done quite a bit. We've made some hard decisions, we've laughed, and we've cried. But I'll tell you, there's one thing that really sticks out in my mind. It goes back to July of 2008, when I first arrived on Loyola's campus. I was in my office trying to figure out where to put my pencil holder, where to hang my pictures, and you knocked on the door, you walked in, and I extended my hand, and you opened your arms. You gave me a hug, and you said, "Anthony, welcome to Loyola."
John's impact at Loyola Blakefield is just phenomenal because for all these decades, he's been teacher, dean, coach, friend, mentor to thousands and thousands and thousands of young men. I think the most important thing is as the decades change and students change and the American culture and school culture changed, John was able to evolve and change with it, so he understood the kids as well in 1967 when I was a freshman to 2014 when he's in his last year as dean at Loyola Blakefield.
I would like to thank Mr. Stewart for teaching me the value of being a man for others.
Thanks for being the greatest dad ever. I never could have come this far without you.
I'm thankful for my lunches at Loyola with Cowboy.
I want to thank him for the confidence to believe in myself, the courage to put others first, and the commitment that he taught me to friends, family, and teammates. So John, thank you very much and enjoy the evening.
Aside from all the clutter coming out of your garage and basement, I want to thank you for the gifts you have given me and my family.
I love you, Cowboy.
So many great memories in this gym. Thanks for never missing a game and teaching me about the game called life.
What do we love, Cowboy?
Donuts! Donuts!
From the class of '95, Thank you very much, Mr. Stewart, for all that you taught us. Some things we figured out right away, other things we figured out in the years since we left, but all of it was enormously valuable.
John, thank you very much for representing our class of 1960 the way you have all these years, with dignity and loyalty towards Loyola.
John, you were a foundation piece and a cornerstone for me when I was president, and just everything you did was just so important and helped to make Loyola such a successful and wonderful school that it is today.
Looking forward to spending many more years with you, John, as we work to continue to engage our alumni, our parents, and our dons in all that we do here at Loyola.
We love you, cowboy!
My time at Loyola has been defined by the young men who I've taught, coached, and worked with. And I've taken so many memories away from Loyola, and it has been a real pleasure to have served here at Blakefield.